everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Judy from Discover Your Style. Welcome to this conversation. Self-esteem is really going to be the root of growing our personal confidence in our style. When we think of planting a seed, there's some work involved. It's small, but it's packed with all kinds of information regarding what kind of plant it is, what kind of needs it has, what kind of likes or dislikes regarding the environment in which it's planted in. And so having knowledge about this seed will help when you plant it grow to its fullest potential. And that's the same with self-esteem. When we start with the seed of self-esteem, then we begin to treat it the way it needs to grow and to develop into the confidence that we need to display our style. So first thing, when we're thinking about planting the seed of self-esteem, in that plant, it knows its strengths and its weaknesses. And that's the same with us. So number one is know your strengths and your weaknesses. Now, when I ask my clients this, they often will have a hard time telling me about their strengths. And let's face it, most of us like to dwell on our weaknesses, feeling that we're not good enough or we're not as great as we could be in a certain area. And while that might be very true, we don't want to constantly focus on our weaknesses, because that becomes like that really bulldozing rain on that seed that drowns it out and erodes the soil and does not allow for that seed to grow and flourish. So although it's important to absolutely know your weaknesses, you need to be careful how much you focus on them and consider the strengths that you do have. So how can we measure a true strength? Well, by asking ourselves these three important questions. One, what am I good at? And number two, how did I come to this level of accomplishment? And number three, how have I used this to help someone else? So take a moment to write down, I am good at whatever that is. Then ask yourself, how did I come to this level of accomplishment? Well, I did this, I learned that, I practiced with this, and I came to this result. Number three, again, how have you used that to help someone else? So look for ways in which you can help others. By helping others, you get to see how much you've actually learned when you're able to teach it to someone else or share it with someone else. And that can raise your level of self-esteem as you begin to see how someone else could really use or need what you have learned. And the last thing I would like to discuss is the need to examine our habits and our routines around our purchases. You know, since we've had a lot of time to pause and think about our routine and habits of our past, we certainly can honestly examine ourselves and see that previously we may have been heavily influenced by the media on what we should buy and what we should own and what we need to have. And in fact, there may be at times that we've used shopping as an Olympic sport. So we really need to examine that and see why we make the choices that we do. And the best way to do that is to go into your closet and look at the items that you have hanging up there. Ask yourself, how many of those choices were strongly influenced by what someone told you was going to look good on you, or that you read somewhere that you needed to have, or that you were having a bad day and emotionally you felt you needed to have that item. When you look through those things in your closet and you realize how many of those choices may have been made because you were influenced, now's the time to step back and to start changing your habits around your routines for making purchases. When you start making purchases, ask yourself, is this something I need? Is this something I want that will really add to my personal style? We want to ask ourselves these hard questions because, again, authenticity comes from sharing who we are within the boundaries of respect and decency. Respect your decision to dress your body the way you feel represents you. If you do any of those exercises, please let me know in the comments below what it revealed to you about your personal style. Thanks again for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as I mentioned earlier, this is one video out of a 3-part series. So if you want to be notified of when that video gets uploaded, press that subscribe button and ring that bell. Thank you all who have subscribed, and I appreciate all your support. Have a great day.